guy. I would totally marry him.
Elon Musk is a cool guy. He's creative and he thinks of so many different ways to make the world a better place.
Alright, so Elon Musk is the embodiment of what it means to actually be an entrepreneur. He's gone through so many challenges in his actual lifetime, and it's only been 10 years. That's a ridiculous amount of stress that he's put on himself, but he has surpassed the expectations of society, and he's constantly trying to challenge it, like taking on the entire car industry. That's a huge task, and that's something that he was willing to take on, and he's already gone through a lot of initiatives to challenge it, and it is going pretty well, especially with the supercharger stations.
I really respect and admire his perseverance and definitely the courage it took to just keep investing, especially with all the disappointments that were thrown his way.
In all honesty, I do admire what he's doing because he is benefiting society.
If I was Elon Musk, I would retire after PayPal and just buy an island or something. One thing about Elon Musk is that he never really takes the time to sort of celebrate the things that he's accomplished. He jumps right into the next task and he doesn't sort of appreciate the things that he's done for himself.
So I would beg to differ on some things. I mean, I really appreciate his dedication and his commitment to bringing his dreams to fruition, but and at the same time, I really admire that, he's a really intelligent person, and, the whole risk-taking thing, it's all done with great thought and precision, and that's what's allowed him to become so successful. But at the same time, that pro is also a con in many ways, because that risk-taking nature, it's so ingrained in him sometimes. I think, on his deathbed, when he's old, what is he going to do? He won't be able to continually, be managing all 3 companies and going through all these stressful escapades and continually taking risks, because his capabilities will be waning. And then when he's on his deathbed, it's thinking, now what do I do? I've severed so many ties with family for these 3 companies, but at the end of the day, it's I don't know. I mean, I guess it's nice to know that you've changed the world in some way, but at the same time, personally, I would want, loved ones and family by my deathbed instead of just knowledge that I have 3 companies I can't run anymore. So, I mean, he's intelligent, but I think when you're really, really intelligent, it does definitely come with a lot of sacrifices, and yeah.
You do notice his hard skills and his soft skills. When he first started up, he used his hard skills in programming to become successful, and then as life progressed and the more money he made from the hard skills, his soft skills started to come into more play. When Tesla was going bankrupt, he needed $20 million. He was going to put in $40 million actually, but because he was willing to invest all of his capital, or whatever was left of his capital, people were so inspired that they put in another $20 million, and Tesla's still running today. So you can see his soft skills slowly developing. That's really important in an entrepreneur. So that he's going to continue to develop.
He is so passionate about what he does. Even after he's so many countless setbacks, he is still able to manage 4 companies at the same time.
I can definitely relate to all his experiences with critics saying, you can't do it, and it's not feasible, you're crazy, things like that. I've definitely been told that in the past, that I'm not business savvy, that they're bad decisions, but definitely the rewards are well worth it, and I find his video extremely inspiring that he's willing to pursue after what he
You can see his ability to be flexible, especially running 3 companies at the same time. That's a huge challenge for anyone, and they're not just small companies either. One's going to space, the other is about putting solar panels on Earth and providing a sustainable energy the other ones using cars and using that sustainable energy hopefully in the future. They're all kind of interconnected, and it's really cool to see a CEO kind of take on 3 challenges at once and not just be business minded entirely. He's an entrepreneur and he's a businessman at the same time.
All in all, he does seem really dedicated to his goals, and he's really passionate about environmentally friendly cars, so I'll leave that up. Are you serious? He's been divorced twice.
Rolling.
As much as I love Elon's ideas, for a regular person like me, it's just not affordable.
At the same time, I don't think that, in my opinion, that some of the sacrifices that he made with his family was worth it. And if I think in the long-term goal, he's made a lot of sacrifices in terms of stress to his health, nervous breakdowns, etc. And personally, I would probably have taken time to take better care of myself.
You can see his family issues coming up constantly. People are always talking about how he can't balance his family with his work, and that is a questionable thing because an entrepreneur should be able to balance both things, but it depends on your priorities, and if his priority isn't his family, then that's his priority, and if he doesn't really think that his family outweighs the benefit that he brings to society, then that's up to him. And I don't think anyone can really challenge him for that, especially if that was his choice. Sure, he has 5 kids and he has an obligation to them, but it doesn't mean that he's not meeting those obligations, and it doesn't mean that he doesn't love them. It just means he thinks that the world is more important, which is kind of understandable.
As an entrepreneur, I think Elon Musk carries the hero in him because sometimes he takes on the weight of the whole company on his own shoulders.
In terms of contribution, I think you can see that he really believes in what he's pursuing, and in all these projects from going to space to electric motor vehicles. But if I were to play devil's advocate, I'd say his intelligence could also go towards things that I believe are, I guess, more useful to society, things like medical engineering and I don't know, I guess I am a little iffy with how useful going to space is as compared to helping people on Earth right now, which is why I guess Tesla is, for me personally, more feasible and inspiring and down to earth than SpaceX, but that's just me.
If he didn't waste his time building spaceships for outer space, he could spend more time here on Earth helping people maybe in the medicine field and other fields here on this planet.
Through all this, I've come to the conclusion that Elon Musk is the real world's Tony Stark. He is going to create flying cars apparently. He's going to do a lot of cool things, and he's always challenging what society expects from an entrepreneur, which is completely what Tony Stark does. He's also just as good looking. I'm just kidding. Don't put that.